Hey, what's up guys, WhirlXbow back here, and today we're gonna continue that grind with Big Priest, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how much longer we're gonna be doing this deck, so make sure to leave decks you would like to see down below, so this way I can pick from one to play next. Yeah, this deck is just not really working to climb, and I still really want to hit Legend this season, so I might switch to a much more powerful deck for like the next series, just so I can get really close to Legend, and then probably do a weaker deck from wherever I will end up into Legend. So, yeah, anyways, with that being said, let's jump right into the first game, right, guys? I'll see y'all there. A hunter. Interesting. Quite interesting. I don't think I need the Shadowwood Ruins yet. I would have liked to draw anything that's not Obsidian Statue, but hey. You know what? Why is that not a Shadow Visions? I'd much prefer that. Like, legit, I honestly think I've drawn Obsidian Statue more than I've drawn Shadow Visions. And I don't want to draw Obsidian Statue. I've drawn Lich King more times than I've drawn Shadow Visions. Or even Yasharaj, and I never see Yasharaj. It's so sad. Anyways. With all that being said, before we get too much more into the first game, I hope y'all have a drink. I got me some water. Because, you know, trying to be healthy, trying not to want to die. Yeah. Also, I wanted to apologize for not streaming today. I really intended to stream today. Like, I was planning on, you know, hopping around, like, 12:30, to, like, do a little quick stream, you know, hang out with the boys. And then, I got a message from one of my homeboys, be like, by the way, our chem homework was due fucking earlier today. I'm like, well, fuck me. Or, sorry, well, it's due early tomorrow morning. I thought it was due at the end of the day. Like, alright, so let's do it. So I hopped on around 3:30, and I finished 35 minutes ago. So, yeah. It was not pleasant, believe it or not. Turns out I wanted that Shadowwood Ruins more than I thought. Oh, this is so fucking bad, huh? Oh my fucking god. I really wanted that Shadowwood Ruins. Well. That's not great. If I had Shadowwood Ruins, I was in so much of a better position. We can't really play it though until turn 8, which kind of sucks. I need to hit Shadow Visions into, or Shadow Essence into Obsidian Statue at this point. Oh, that's not the card I wanted. This keeps the same amount of power on the battlefield, it just allows me to kill these two next turn. So if I don't die here, I'm dead anyways, huh? Yeah, I'm dead anyways. Yeah, feels bad, man. Oh well. See, that's what I mean. I don't think I've won a single game with this deck where I haven't gone Shadow Essence on turn 6. Which feels really fucking bad. It's so crazy how important that card is for this deck. I've never played a deck really like this. Even the old versions of Big Priest or Resurrect Priest or whatever the fuck you want to call it, had like a lot more ways to cheat shit out, and I don't know, this just feels so fucking weak. Anyways, let's jump right into the next game and kind of try to figure out ways to win without drawing Shadow Essence. Alright guys, I'll see y'all there. So this is most likely Zoo. If it is Zoo, keeping Shadowward Pain is like really good. Both of these cards are super slow. Again, I don't even know if it's correct keeping things like Shadowward Pain because Shadow Essence is so important. Right? If you don't hit Shadow Essence, you lose the fucking game. So I don't know if it's even worth keeping these. You get these increase your odds at winning, but you still, like, really need to hit Shadow Essence. Like, I don't think there's a single deck that is slower than this deck in the meta that... Right? Because this deck is, like, really, really good against super slow decks that have nothing in the early game. Right? You know what actually this deck just is? It's just a garbage version of Q-Block. And I know that sounds super crazy to say. But it is. When you really think about it, what is this deck doing? It has 5 minions that you... Or 4 minions you care about, right? Well, 4 minions actually total. 3 that are really, really important, right? Lich King, Obsidian Statue, Yashiraj. Those are your really, really important minions. And then your whole thing is you kill your opponent by creating giant boards of those minions, right? With Mass Resurrect and Lesser Diamond Spellstone. So how is that different than... And you cheat them into play with Shadow Essence. How is that different than cheating your big demons into play, right? With cards like Void Caller and Scholomance, and then creating giant boards with N'Zoth and Gul'dan. So it's the same thing. Just, this deck has 0 things to play before turn 6, where the other deck has a whole bunch of shit to play. Because this deck you res anything, so you can't put other minions to res. Right? You just res any minion. Compared to that deck that reses only demons, say. So it's super, super weird. But yeah, if you want to be playing a Resurrect deck, just go play Q-Block, is I think what I'm trying to say here. But I think for the fact that you can't play early game minions, this deck is actually just, like, not good. Only one of those came from his draw on turn 30 off the Sense Demons, so that means he has 1 demon at least left in hand. And he's put 2 cards at the bottom, so my guess is those cards weren't demons. I guess. He's played very aggressively with the Sphere. Like, really, really aggressively. Okay, so he still has a demon in hand. Shadowward Ruins? Actually, this is super good. It kills both of them. Ooh, and I drew Shadow Essence. How lucky am I? That's like actually just like a super convenient hit. I sadly don't have an answer for this, but that's fine. It would have been much worse if he discarded Mal'Ganis instead of Void Lord. But this is super solid. Basically, no matter what I get, it's like contest whatever he has. Except for possibly Vargoth would be the worst minion to hit, kind of. Unless it goes Vargoth into something else, then it's pretty good. But if not, it's really bad. Trust me. I fucking love this card. Yeah, that's a really good use of that for us. I want to go with this. I'm just gonna heal. 99% of the time he has to hit this. That deck doesn't really have any removal that doesn't revolve around killing off your own guys. Right, Dark Skies would kill off his own guys. Plague kills off his own guys. Unless you're playing the weird version I was, I actually played removal. Because I found it was kind of necessary in order to beat the aggro decks. There is very few ways that deck can go about killing this thing. Except for punching it in the face with minions. So, get the 5/5? No. I hit the worst minion there? Really? 3 out of 4 of those minions were like really, really good to hit. There was one that was really, really bad. That's actually a really insane draw. While I'm guaranteed to res 1 minion, that's big. I'm going to use that one. This one could allow me to pick, right? So if I hit Vargoth later, or if I hit Yashiraj later, or whatever I want to res, just give me that option. It's better to hold on to this one. But we're almost at completed both of those, which is pretty solid. And we still have 1 diamond and Spellstone in deck. That's actually really awkward because his guy spawns after our Death Rattle triggers. This is really solid here too. If that was his only way to deal with it, he probably doesn't have a way to deal with this. Besides punching it twice. If he hits it once, I can Spirit Lash and heal. Which brings my guy up to... Or he has the answer. Like, that card's typically not in that deck. And we know he's not playing the Highlander version, and he had to cut something for Sphere. I don't like that play whatsoever. I find that play really, really, really weak. This delays him so fucking hard. Sure, he has a whole bunch of cards in deck now. Well, we're actually tied. But at least now I could answer those cards one at a time. He didn't have to concede. He could have still easily... Not easily, but I still think he could have won this game. I would not have conceded if I was him. I would have just rolled with it. Because your hero power is really good, and he should know that I don't have that many boards left in my... Well, I have a lot of boards, but he probably could kill me before I can get them off, seeing that I had nothing to play for like the last 2 turns, really. So, yeah. Because I was not forced to board wipe there at all. Well, that one I was, but like the ones before that, I was not really forced to do any of that. And I only had 1 minion in the Deadpool, so he was not worried about either Spellstone or Master's Resurrect. That was a little iffy on that concede, but I'm glad he did. He gave me an extra win. So, yeah, let's just queue up the next one, alright, guys? I'll see y'all there. Oh, Druid is a very, 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 very hard matchup. No matter what Druid it is. Choose Shadow Essence in our opening hand? Yo, that's not fair. And Spirit Lash? That's like actually also kind of insane. We just have to hope he doesn't go in big and on turn 1 if it is aggro. If it's control, we lose either way, so I'm not too worried about that. Alright. I really want to do this here. So greedy not to, but I think it's so correct. I want to save it. I want to bait him into flooding the board, because then Spirit Lash is so good thing, like so many good things. Yeah, see, I would much rather kill that. So good for him. At least, like, see, now if I use this to kill that, I could not have killed this turn, so... You have to, like, it's so strange, because you have to be very, very careful with what you spend mana on. But you also... Oh, I should have Penance there. Penancing there was so much better. It was super wrong of me not to. You have Spirit Lash here. Such a bad draw. Yeah, I should have Penance instead of Holy Smited, so this way I could have Holy Smited something here. Oh my god, are you joking me? That's actually like hella grief. Why is this in his deck? I feel like that's super wrong. The best card to draw by far is Breath. Can't let that survive. And I do need to gain some amount of health back. This is fine, because if I'm not mistaken, that deck does have some amount of Battlecry minions, no? I think so. Alright, next turn I've coined Shadow Essence here. So no matter what I summon, it's pretty good, because it summons... Fuck, I should have killed this. I griefed. Okay. We gotta save the coin here. But doing that is so much better. In case he does get a Savage Roar, but also because I need to keep whatever minion I have. And that Infectious Spore would have cucked me so fucking hard. See? Making him spend more mana. Not like it matters because that curve caps at 3, really. But, okay. I just can't allow the Infectious Spore to survive and commit something to the board. Your hate. Oh, I brought the smallest minion. Interesting. I rolled the 1 in 4. Jesus Christ. Was that 2 wins in a row? To be fair, our opponent's hand there was actually fucking terrible. Yeah, his hand was utter trash. Anyways, let's queue up the next one. Priest. This matchup is either really, really easy or really, really fucking hard. It really depends on how well he draws. Even the Shadowwood Ruins to deal with a turn 5 Raza. This can hopefully be a Shadow Essence. Hopefully we draw Vargoth. Coming this card with Vargoth is actually super powerful as well. One of those things you don't think would be kind of that insane, but it is. Like, 2 cards for 2 mana is so fucking broken. I mean, also this could be the same. This could be the mirror match, but I kind of doubt that one. This is the greedy pick. I think we have to be greedy to a certain extent in this matchup. Yes, hitting Lesser Diamond Spellstone is really, really solid, but hitting Shadow Essence is like necessary. I guess Mass Resurrect is the here. Mass Resurrect is super, super spicy. Super, super good. Not having a Shadow Essence is really, really bad. I have an answer in Penance here. It also gets a card out of my hand. Not like I really need to get a card out of my hand, but it does get one out of my hand, which is fairly good. By the way, about last game, we definitely don't deserve that win. If I'm being honest, my misplay on turn 5 when I didn't kill Infectious Spore on turn 4, I guess, should have cost you the game. Like, honestly, like, that misplay kind of tells me, like, you do not deserve the win. So, yeah, I would not have given myself that win. If I was Blizzard, I would not have earned it. But that's just me, I guess. Here he has Raza, probably. He kept cards in his opening hand. Yep, there's the Raza. Alright. Shadow Essence? Nope. I know that card could get a lot more value later on, but I just have no other way of killing that thing. I guess if I would have pained... Oh, and he also has Anduin on curve. That's nice. Real nice. Real nah. My hand is so fucking bad. If I should have coined Screamed. Coining Screamed was the right play for the sole reason that it meant that he didn't draw Anduin this turn. That was actually a really, really big misplay. I do not deserve this win because I missed that. Like, after your opponent plays Lorekeeper, you should try your actual hardest to shuffle his deck. Psychic Scream does that really, really well. Shadow Essence. Thank God. I was actually hoping to hit Vargoth there, or Yasharaj. I was rolling for the 50-50. It's actually less than that. It's 66% chance. Was it meant that Anduin killed something, but it put 2 minions in my dead pool, which was super big. Right, but say if I would have got Vargoth, and then Vargoth would have pulled Obsidian Statue, he slams, what's his face? Or he high rolls Polymorph. Doesn't take a copy of Obsidian Statue. Interesting, interesting. This is super fucking bad. Like, it's actually so fucking bad that I got polymorphed. I had to hit Grasp to take the guy that fucks hero powers. So convenient that's only his 4 attack as well. Okay. Here I have this. I'm pretty sure I lose this one. This is a 50-50 at Resing. I want to wait for this to be optimal, which means I have to hit Vargoth and Yasharaj. I don't know if I can, but I would like to try. If I put another sheep in my pile, I'm pretty sure oh, he just has it. Am I dead? There's a spell, I'm at 12. Oh, he's actually just running Mind Blast in his deck. Okay. So yeah, I'm dead. Well, that's actually super smart, big brain combo. Because it would gain him for... That's super cool. Oh well. Sucks that we lost, because if we would have won that game, we ranked up and we got 4 stars, which would have been really sick. But anyways, we still have plenty of time, so we can queue up at least 1 more. Alright guys, see you there. Okay, this is another very, very interesting matchup. Ooh, we have Shadow Essence. This is aggro. We're like stupid far ahead, huh? Both with Breath, both with Penance, Shadow Essence, and a Pain? Yo, we chillin', boys. If this is it. Ooh, it is it. That's also really solid. I would like to wait till turn 3 to kill this, weirdly enough. Because if he plays other things with 3 health, Breath is just like OP, right? Like here I could heal it back up, so it only really took 1. That's such a better draw. Like in this matchup I would rather draw like Yashiraj or Vargoth instead of hitting either of the top mains. Just hitting the top mains are like super big. He has a really, really slow start. I could Penance here. But I kind of want to get more value out of my shit. I know that looks really, really weird to just do that. But that puts this down to 2, which means it's in range for Breath. Which means depending when he commits to the battlefield, I have an answer. I don't actually have an answer for that one, unless I want to commit the coin. Which, I mean, I would rather not. But if it means taking 5, I go down to 19. Fine. If he drops Doomguard here, since he most likely hit 1. At 14, I do this. If it low rolls, I'm fucked, kinda. But if it high rolls, I'm in a really, really good spot. Huh. This is actually a lot harder than I thought it would be to answer, but I think the right play is to hold. Because, again, if this rolls, say, Vargoth into Obsidian Statue, or Yashiraj into Obsidian Statue, like, I'm so far ahead. Like, also, like, I can always just do this. Like, this would wipe board here. Yeah, it doesn't wipe the board 100%. We just have to hope for the high roll. Fuck, that's such a low roll. I might actually just be dead here. That's so sad that that's such a big low roll. Any other roll would have been broken. Any other roll. So fucking bad. Because at least Obsidian Statue would have gained me 5 and then also killed a minion. But this just does a lot of nothing. Am I dead? 5 and 10. Not quite dead. Lich King, Servitude is bad, Shadowward Ruins is bad, Scream is bad, Servitude is bad. And you also had both, okay. You hit both Doom Guards, both Nightshades. Okay. I mean, kinda got Giga cucked on the rolls we got. He's playing the easiest deck to play in the game. So yeah, we still have time for 1 more. We can drop down to 9 0 stars. Alright guys, I'll see you there. Another fucking Warlock, man. I'm griefed. I fucking hate queuing into Warlocks. Feels so bad. Their decks are so good, I think, right now. I actually had someone tell me that Disco Zoo is not as easy as I make it sound. I honestly think it is. I'm pretty sure it's one of the easiest decks to play in the game. I also had someone else tell me that Quest Mage is not the best deck and it's high tier 2. And I just think right now that's not the case, because I feel like nothing really loses to it. Like, I find any deck that only loses to itself tier 1. So decks like, right, decks that have actually almost zero counterplay are tier 1. And definitely Quest Mage is up there. Quest Mage loses when you don't draw your giants, or when you don't draw your spell creation, which is almost impossible as 90% of your deck creates spells, or you mulled your quest. Like, it doesn't really lose to other decks. There's nothing like in the, like, I'd still say Reno Priest is tier 1, but the deck does have a lot of counterplay, right? There's different combos you can put into your deck if all you're facing is Reno Priest. There is a whole bunch of other stuff you can do to improve your matchup in, like, to improve your matchup against the deck. Quest Mage, there's not really. There's adding Lotheb, and then not much else, right? So, I don't know. That just makes me feel like there's nothing really the individual can do, where it's more like if there are 4 giants at the bottom cards of their deck with their 2/4s that deal damage, sure, your deck loses, but that's the only case, really. Like, the meta really favors that deck, and I dislike that a lot. I have to use the coin here. I'm coining out Pain because it's better to coin out Pain than to coin out Penance, because I was already at full health. You can shut the fuck up. Hitting Shadow Essence is so important here. Like, hitting Vargoth here and then hitting Shadow Essence on curve is so important. Not hitting that might just mean I lose the game. He's gonna play another 2-drop. The Homunculus? Raise that. Alright. I mean, it's good he didn't have Dark Lair. Really? Oh, he hit both Raised Deads. I see. Why did you tap before you played the Raised Dead is what I want to know. That just doesn't make sense to me. Adolescence is super big. I have to kill that off. I can't just let the Dark Lair survive. Already as it is, it's really bad because his giants are 2 mana. Well, yeah, all of his giants are 2 mana, right? What's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tapped at least 3 times now. Yeah, all of his giants are 0 mana. I take 8 here. I'm down to 21. I have Shadow Essence next turn, or I have Mass Hysteria, depending what he plays. If he has like 4 giants, I just drop the Mass Hysteria, and I pray to God that everything on his board dies. Because as it is, he played both Raised Deads, so if he commits all of his giants to the boards here, he just loses. So I don't think he ever does that. But the other thing is, I do have Psychic Scream coming up, which is super good as well. That's so bad for me. Forgot the deck played that card. Again, there's so high odds that this can just pull a good thing. Lich King is like the worst card to pull in the early game, but the best card in the late game. So let's hope that we hit something good. Yeah, that's pretty good. It kills this and then possibly kills that. The reason I wanted to wait and just commit this, right? This gives me 5 health. If it was Vargoth, I got an extra minion. If it was Yasharaj, I got an extra minion. Even if it was Lich King, it still killed his 5/5. Or this is the scariest minion he has against me. The giants I can deal with. The other small minions I can deal with. I just can't deal with this. Because it just straight up says you can't play the game for a turn. Which can be very damaging. And also we have 2 more Obsidian Statues coming up. What's the last demon? Oh, it's a homunculus? Must be a homunculus. He has to heal here. He also should be worried about just randomly dying. So it's pretty good. It sucks that I didn't. Sucks that he didn't roll dead, or he didn't have to attack there, because then I didn't gain the 5 health. Which really fucking blows. Play that and don't play spell. Don't play spell. Fuck. I was really hoping he wasn't gonna play a spell. There goes the second pen flinger. Let's just hope I don't die here. If I have an extra turn, I'm probably safe, is my guess. Like, basically, if I have 2 more turns, like, okay, even if he plays 1 giant, I'm still fine with that. He pen flingers do some bullshit like that. He has another demon. He has 2 minions. There's only 1 card in his hand that's an actual spell. If I draw Death, I drop Mass Hysteria here. The thing is, Mass Hysteria is I'm terrified that this hits this right away. But even then, this is the only thing that theoretically survives. Beautiful. So now next turn we have double Eternal Servitude, and we dealt with 2 giants, which is also really good. He still has 1 minion in hand. He's out of pen flingers. That deck is basically out of burst at this point. Okay, yeah, we're chill. We're super far ahead, I think. That was the worst card for him to draw for us. That's why I was really hoping I had that like it dealt with this, but my deck has no direct damage, which is why this is so bad. But this should be good enough, right? 4, 5, 6. So that kills this. Plus something there. I gain 8 health. This would be super terrified of tapping because 1 damage I can get from a lot of places theoretically. I mean, it's not like my deck plays any, but he still should be worried about me dealing 1. It's so funny to think that he's actually just at 1 HP, and he's healing me back up to 19. That feels kind of good, actually. It's actually been a while since I've seen Dark Glare since it got nerfed. Like, original style Dark Glare. That probably sounds super gross on the mic, but I'm sorry. That's actually a pretty big hit. I think I actually just drop Lich King here. I don't have to go for this, so I can just drop Lich King Smite. This should put me far enough ahead to the point. I should have I griefed. I should have smited here. I wish this is the one time where hitting Frostmourne would have been super broke because it just killed him. I would have got a free Nipsey, bro. Nipsey? Nipsey? I don't fucking know. He actually gets to kill my thing now because of the top deck he had. Funny. Oh, he killed himself. Lol. Good meme. Hey, we actually finna won. I think we went positive in the video. Pretty sure we did. What was that? 2 and 3 and 2? I think. I don't remember. I don't really want to look, but anyways, yeah, we did really good today. I guess the title of this video should be "This deck is cool when it works." Nah, I have a video titled that already. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you guys did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. We're up to gang. Don't forget to leave comments of decks you guys want to see below. And I'll see you guys in the next one, where hopefully we continue on this dub streak. Hit Diamond 8, hit Diamond 7, hit Diamond 6, and then hit Diamond 5. That would be really sick. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright, guys?